dipping into the single digits, and wind chills will be well below zero. Again, this is for New Year's Eve, probably I would say 8 o'clock and on. And then when you wake up New Year's Day morning, some locations could be hovering around zero.
We'll get your full 5-day forecast coming up in about 5 minutes. Protests starting to ramp up in parts of Iran this week. Demonstrators speaking out against some of the different economic challenges. More from ABC's James Longman.
Iran's currency has collapsed to a record low, pushing an already heavily sanctioned economy deeper into turmoil. The protests have spread to multiple cities, and the unrest has already caused the head of the central bank to resign. The president, Masoud Pezeshkian, has taken the unusual step of acknowledging the concerns of protesters, but that isn't doing much to appease those on the street.
Many of the protesters also speaking out against the country's leadership. The Department of Homeland Security now joining an investigation into widespread Medicaid fraud in Minnesota. Secretary Kristin releasing a video showing federal investigators going door to door in the Minneapolis area. Former DHS advisor Michael Balbani telling News Nation some of the funds probably will not be recovered.
If it's in the billions of dollars, which even the governor admits, yeah, it's going to be in the billions, that's a huge amount of money. So there should be outrage on a whole host of fronts. One should be the nation in terms of our security. Two should be the taxpayer.
The investigation is fueling calls for Governor Tim Walz to resign. Time for news about your money and the WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. A bit of a mixed bag. The Dow is down about 93 points, sitting at 48,368. The NASDAQ up slightly, about 12 at 23,485. And the S&P 500 is off just about a point or two, so in the red currently, sitting at 6,904. Financial planning at every level. Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Details at annexwealth.com. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 10:04.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus. I'm Weston. What's your question?
What's the secret to your success?
Clean living, hard work, and no employees.
You lost me on that last one.
No employees?
Yeah.
That's the secret sizzle that makes Hasselus mattress so popular.
How are you successful without employees?
You can give our mattresses a try with no pushy sales guy.
Nobody talking down to me or breathing down my neck?
And with no commission-crazed salespeople in the mix, our everyday mattress prices on Beautyrest, Sealy Posturepedic, and more are way low.
How low?
Our Queen Beautyrest Elm Cove A is just $794.
Wow.
Plus, free next day delivery. And through Monday, get a free box spring or $300 off an adjustable base with the purchase of any queen or king size Beautyrest or Sealy Posturepedic mattress.
Since you're a mattress store, you could say Hasselus is an overnight success.
Good one.
Thanks.
Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you or shop online at hasselus.com.
New Year's Eve is Wednesday. Celebrate with your kids and grandkids at the Mind Chef Family Restaurant in Hartford. WTMJ's John Mercure. You will not spend a lot of money at the Mind Chef. The all-you-can-eat New Year's Eve haddock fish fry is just $8.99. What value? Kids 5 and under eat free from the kids menu. Your kids can safely play in that world-class game room. More than 70 interactive games quietly set aside for the dining area. Your teenagers are going to love it. Enjoy a huge 18-inch pizza, a pitcher of beer or soda, and 100 game room tokens for under $45. Wow. And that pizza easily feeds a family of 4, and it is great pizza. Spend New Year's Eve with your kids at the Mine Shaft in downtown Hartford and in Oshkosh near the EAA. Lots of seating, lots of close parking, lots of great times. Create some memories at the Mine Shaft's New Year's Eve happy hour, 2 till 5, half-price cocktails, beers and appetizers, half price. Google the Mine Shaft. Call and reserve your New Year's Eve family table. It's super affordable.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Milwaukee Bucks getting ready for a New Year's Eve matchup tomorrow night against the Washington Wizards. But for the first time since October, the Bucks winning back-to-back games. They beat the Hornets 123-113. Giannis Antetokounmpo with 24 points, 7 assists. Bobby Portis adding 25 off the bench. Tomorrow's game against Washington, a 7 o'clock tip. Packers close out the regular season Sunday against the Vikings in Minnesota. Head coach Matt LaFleur trying to decide who's going to play.
I would say we've had some early discussions in regards to what route we're going to do. and I'll be able to update you guys later in the week. But nothing is, despite what has been reported potentially, nothing's been decided.
In men's college hoops, Marquette looking for its first win in Big East play. They'll be on the floor tonight against Seton Hall. And the Wisconsin Badgers hosting UW Milwaukee. That's a 6 o'clock tip this evening at the Kohl Center. Let's take a look at the roads. Your WTMJ time saver traffic. A few different disabled vehicles kind of scattered across the system, but none of them in traffic, not causing any issues. So moving along here nicely on your Tuesday. We'll see some increasing clouds as we move throughout the rest of the day, possibly a little bit of snowfall later on as well, a high around 28 degrees. Tonight, some of those snow flurries could stick around, a low down to 22. Tomorrow for New Year's Eve will be mostly cloudy, highs in the upper 20s. Thursday for New Year's Day will be mostly sunny but chillier, only a high around 16. And then Friday, partly sunny skies with a high near 22. Right now, it's 13 degrees in Madison. We're sitting at 14 degrees in Kenosha, and it's 15 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 10:08.
Broadcasting live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue. It's time for Point Taken. Here are your hosts, Steve Scaffidi and Kristin Brey.
And good morning. Happy Tuesday. 2 days left, Kristin Brey, in the year 2025. First of all, I was thinking about this the other day. It is shocking to me that as we wrap this year and go into next year, 50 years next year from my high school graduation, which just that's nuts. Absolutely nuts. A lot's happened in those 50 years, obviously, but I can't believe it. It's astounding to me.
How old do you feel?
45.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I feel good. Yeah, nothing hurts on me.
That's good.
Yeah. Weight loss helped, certainly, and that's one of my stories of 2025.
But as far as when you think of it, when you say your age, you're like, wait, what?
Well, my wife would argue I think like a teenager sometimes, so that's probably a whole different story. How do you feel? Because you've got a big one.
Age.
You've got a big one coming.
I do. Yeah. That's what a segment I wanted to do is things turning 40 in 2026.
We can still do that.
Including Kristin. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I need to come up with the list. I feel my age.
Which is 39.
Which is 39. I maybe somewhere between. I feel somewhere between 35 and 40.
Anything now at 39 that you can't do that you could at, other than going out and doing whatever you want because you have a child and a husband now. Anything you can't do, like physically?
Well, this is more of a pregnancy thing, and if you know, you know. Still can't run without. I still can't run comfortably. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
There's this pelvic floor issues that happen. And so I saw a really funny thing as two women on Instagram the other day. They were my age, maybe a little bit older, and also had kids. They did a contest to see how many times they could jump on a trampoline before they peed their pants a little bit.
Interesting.
So yeah, running. But that's something I could work on. I think I could get back into it.
Oh, I'm sure there's probably all kinds of things you could do. And it just shows you the vast difference between women and men. Women go through so much. Guys, they're all in at the beginning of that process, and then they're celebrating at the end. No pain in between any of that stuff.
No.
Or after. Yeah.
But that's probably it. I don't really have any chronic pain of any sort. I have no
good.
back issues, no knee issues or anything
Brain's
like that.
still sharp.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm actually surprised, given how much marijuana I smoked in high school, that I still have a brain, actually. But I guess it shows that it's not bad for you.
I read something the other day that around from the decade of 36 to 46 is when your body stops being as resilient as it was, as all the different vices you can kind of get away with as a 20-something, smoking, drinking, not getting enough sleep. That starts to wane. And so in that decade is really when you need to start actually cutting out those things that are not very good for you, because your body is going to actually start cementing the negative outcomes of those choices.
When I think about my early life, I'm talking about, because the drinking age was 18. Let's be honest, we drank before that, and the way we celebrated almost every night was late into the evening. It wasn't just Friday and Saturday. You would close the bars. It was during the week, because I played a lot of ball back then, and we'd go out and
what kind of ball?
Softball.
Oh, okay.
And it was like we would just be out every night till bar time, and then go work the next day. It's like I could never do that. I go to bed at 9:30 most nights, or 9:45. It's like I could never do that anymore.
I probably couldn't do that either. I also have no desire to do that.
No,
I think that's some of the benefit of having getting married and having a kid later into my 30s is by the time I had my kid, I was like, I have done all of the things. Like there is no FOMO left.
Really?
No.
At 39, you've wrapped it all up.
I mean, maybe for certain things, but there's not social events that I'm looking at. It's like, oh man, I wish I could do that. Like most of the time, it's like I've done it. It's fun. It's still fun, but I don't need to be there. On
the age conversation, Jazz and I were kicking around this morning. I said I was born too early. Like 100 years from now, they're going to be able to stop aging. You can just stop at whatever you want. So it could be 35, 45, 50, whatever it is. Like what age would you pick?
This age.
39?
Yeah.
I'd probably pick like 40.
Yeah, maybe somewhere like between 35 and 45. Because I feel like this is the most emotionally stable I've ever felt as far as like confidence, just being fairly secure, but still having, not forgetting things. And I think this is a good age. I think the next 10 years are going to be, it's going to be fun.
Do you agree with me in 100 years to be able to stop aging? I think it's a no-brainer. With AI and all the things they can already do with protein folding and diagnosing diseases.
I think there'll be more advancements that if you, because I think there's things now, right? There's those people that they're obsessed with de-aging, right? And there's certain like ways you can treat your body, and whether it's exercise or creatine or all these different supplements and stuff that you can take. So I think there's more ways to do that. But one, I think it's still going to be the choice of like actually having the discipline to do the things that you need to do to be able to do that. Like, I don't think it's just going to be a pill. Like, I don't think it's going to be like a Ozempic pill where you can just take it, or a shot. I guess it's still a shot right now, but that's also going to be a pill soon too.
In the Hugh Howey books, the Silo series, and all the shows based on that, they have these like nanobots that can keep you healthy by scrubbing the insides of your veins and everything for all diseases, and that's like the future. It gets it before it gets you. Why would I think that's not possible?
Have you done one of those body scans yet?
I've had brain scans. I have to have a heart scan apparently when you turn 60.
No, it's like a full body.
Yeah, no.
Everything.
For what reason?
Because it tells you everything.
Oh, okay.
I think it's more popular in other countries where you can get it done a lot cheaper. But it will tell you like stuff that could be coming. I think I had a friend who did it in South Korea, and they found some things that she had no idea that.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like there's other countries that do it. Like you can get like a full body scan and get a full report on your health and potential issues that could arise.
All right. After the break, we're going to talk about what's your biggest memory of 2025, things you remember, things you've forgotten about the news. Is this where we're taking the quiz?
So are we going to do news, or are we going to do personal?
What do you want to do?
Let's do news, because we have some questions. So you can play along with us when we come back. As far as we gave a quiz to Jazz. She's going to pick her top 10 favorite questions and ask Steve and I, and we'll see how well we do on the biggest stories of 2025.
Coming up next.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Why do you ask?
Probably because you're wearing a neck brace.
Oh, that?
How did you hurt your neck?
It's from visiting with family.
What?
Every time we get together, we sit on the sofa in the living room, and I keep having to crane my neck from side to side so I can talk to everyone.
So you're saying that you injured your neck talking to your relatives?
You know, this is why we created the SB393 leather sofa at Penny Mustard.
American made with a solid wood frame and a slight curve in its gorgeous design,
making it more conducive to comfortable conversation.
This sofa actually improves relationships.
Good, because these family gatherings can be a real pain in the neck.
The SB393 leather sofa, starting at just $111 a month, with no interest till December 2028, through January 4th at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
At Capri Communities, they believe people of every age deserve to enjoy life.
I recently moved my dad into a Capri community. He has gained such new independence. His falls have decreased, he's eating healthy meals, and going on great new adventures. Knowing Dad is in a great place really gives me the peace of mind I needed. And now, we're both enjoying life again.
Give the care that has your parent enjoying life again at Capri Communities. Get started today at capricommunities.com.
Hey, this is WTMJ Steve Scaffidi here to talk about my brand new show, WTMJ Outdoors. This week, we bring you some of the best of our conversations in 2025 on WTMJ Outdoors. Stories of the outdoors of Wisconsin and beyond as we celebrate everything in recreation, all the things we love to do outdoors. All things Wisconsin outdoors. Join us every Saturday, 2 to 3, right here on 620 WTMJ.
It's WTMJ Outdoors, presented by Outdoor Living Unlimited.
Hey, we're wrapping up 2025 with each and every one of you. Thanks for joining us on the radio or wherever you find us, the stream or YouTube. And shout out to all those YouTube podcasts. If you miss any or all of our conversations or interviews or just great conversation with Kristin and I or our guests, you can find it at WTMG.com or wherever you get your podcasts. All right. Things about 2025, stories from 2025. Do you think you have a good recall for what happened this year?
I think it depends how detailed the questions are.
Well, we'll find out
Bigger
pretty quick.
themes, yes. Like names, dates, specificity, we'll see.
Isn't that the music from the dating game?
Yes. Yes?
It's game show music. Let's just go with it.
Okay. All right. All right, Jazz. You're in the spotlights.
All right, question 1. Which popular social media app was temporarily unavailable in the United States in mid-January?
TikTok.
Yeah, it's an easy one. TikTok.
All right, that is correct. My sounders are not working. Okay. Following the death of Pope Francis, who was named the new leader of the Catholic Church in May of this year?
Pope Leo.
Pope Leo.
Correct! All right.
Wow.
Who was elected mayor of New York City on November 5th?
Oh, Mandani, yeah.
Are you going to say it right?
His full name?
Mom Donnie.
Mom Donnie.
Yeah, so Ron.
The Mom Donster.
Yeah, there you go.
Correct! All right. What did the Oxford University Press name as their word of the year?
Rage bait.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, but you beat me to it.
Correct!
Is this a speed contest?
No.
Or is it accurate?
We're both just guessing, so.
Okay.
We're just having fun here. All right. Which band's concert kiss cam exposed an affair between a
Coldplay.
CEO... Oh, man. Correct! All right.
These aren't that hard.
No.
Well, this is what I get for using ChatGPT.
We're also in the
select
news
them.
business, sort of. So.
Well, when collecting his Oscar for The Brutalist, what did Adrian Bodie throw at his girlfriend?
Ooh.
That one is hard.
Didn't watch it, so.
His gum.
Correct!
Yes,
There you
I
go.
remember that.
Why did he throw his gum
Because
at
he
her?
was going to go give a speech, and so he didn't want to be chewing gum while he was giving a speech.
Did not watch it. Didn't know about that story.
All right. Now, what did Kendrick Lamar wear at the Super Bowl that unexpectedly went viral?
Flared jeans.
It says boot cut, but I'll give it to you.
Oh, they
No
were
clue.
flared. Come on.
What's with the fashion stuff?
Hey, Drake.
All right. Which 90s rock band reunited for a tour and held their first performance since 2009?
Journey.
Incorrect.
Rock band?
It's pretty loose, but I would consider it rock band.
It's a 90s band. 'Cause I think I had a friend who went to it when they were in Wisconsin.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
Two of the leading members hate each other, or did hate each other.
Oh, this is a British band, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, who is this? Not the Moody Blues, right?
No.
No.
Do you want a hint?
No, just give us the answer. Let's keep it moving.
All right, it's Oasis.
Oasis.
Oh, yeah, that
yes,
was a
I
big
knew.
story.
Yes, okay.
All right. What is the name of the AI actress revealed this year that sparked backlash from the acting community?
Know the story, don't know her
I
name.
don't know the name.
Tilly Norwood is the
It's a
name.
dumb
Nice
name.
Nice name. I
No,
like
it's
that.
not. Tilly?
I love Tilly. That's a
Sorry
nice-
if there's any Tillys out there.
All right. Well, this is our
Hater.
last question for the quiz. Having a boyfriend is embarrassing, according to which media publication?
HuffPost.
Incorrect.
Having a boyfriend is embarrassing?
How about Vogue or something like that? Incorrect.
I have no idea.
Correct! American Vogue. I don't know if that's the same as
Oh,
Vogue.
look at
I don't remember that story at all.
I don't either.
Well,
Okay.
All
I
right.
told ChatGPT to give me 10. That's the
What do
ones
you
you're
think
getting.
one of the biggest stories of 2025 is?
Oh, I think there's a lot of them. I have I kind of made a list. as
Personal
far as-
list?
I have a personal list of some of the biggest stories. But I labeled them as far as like worst disaster, dumbest story. So do you want to do that when we come back?
Sure, because I have one, and it's a sad one, but I mean, most of us remember when this happened. I forgot what month that was, but it sort of changed the discussion about one's reaction to violence. So we'll get to that on our sort of wrap up 2025 couple shows here at the end of this year on Point Taken. Kristin, Steve, 620 WTMJ.
The green and gold runs deep, and we've got your football fix. From Lambeau to the living room, Wisconsin's Midday News brings you the experts on and off the field to break down every showdown from Titletown.
All these guys have a journey, and all these guys have a story, and it's fun to follow those journeys and learn more about how they got to where they are.
So grab your cheesehead and lock into Football Fix, powered by Flanner's Home Entertainment, every Wednesday at 12:15, only on Wisconsin's Midday News.
Hey, it's WTMJ Steve Scaffidi for Annex Wealth Management, and Annex is all about managing your wealth and helping you build it. Annex provides financial planning at every level so you know what you own and why. Why not start with the new year with a team of financial experts on your side, ready to help you navigate your financial journey. Annex Wealth Management operates as a fee-only fiduciary, which means they're legally obligated to act in your best interest. No commissions, no pressure to buy products you might not need. Just focused, customized planning for retirement, investments, tax strategies, and estate planning, all brought together in a holistic approach. And they're local. Annex started right here in Wisconsin with offices in Brookfield, Mequon, Lake Country, downtown Thefisser, great office, and now Whitefish Bay, where you can connect virtually. They can make it easy to connect, helping you make you more informed decisions about your financial path. Also, check out their free webinars and in-person events at annexwealth.com for more insight into financial topics that help you make informed decisions. Know the difference. Click on the now famous Get Started button. You know where you're going. annexwealth.com.
She's been putting off knee surgery for years, and she had a trip coming up to Ireland, and she knew she was going to be walking a lot more than she had become accustomed to. So she finally took a chance and called for an appointment. And you know, it ended up helping her. She was able to do the walking and sightseeing pain-free. It led to an enjoyable trip, and I think we're going to be able to help her live a better life going forward. One that won't let pain stand in her way any longer. This is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and these are the kind of real-life stories I love to hear. Pain can take so much away from us, and when we can alleviate that kind of pain, it makes our purpose here at Rejuvenex that much more fulfilling. Don't let pain stand in your way any longer. Every day is precious. Take that next step. Schedule your appointment at Rejuvenex and start living your life again. Take a look at our Google reviews to learn more.
You don't need a massive walk-in to have a beautiful, organized closet.
Tired of wasted space? Or that pile of shoes that's always hiding behind your closet door?
Abracadabra!
Inspired Closets is the expert at doubling or even tripling your storage space instantly.
It's like magic, but better, because it's custom designed for you.
We make it easy and affordable and transform your space regardless of its size or scope.
Get started today at InspiredClosetsMilwaukee.com.
Inspired Closets.
A wife and husband team.
1024 on 620 WTMJ. Steve and Kristin, Point Taken is the show. First year of Point Taken.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it went fast. April was our first.
April was the first.
What day? Do you remember the day?
April 16th, I do.
Oh, really? I didn't remember it. Right after tax day.
Clearly means a lot more to me than it does to you.
Apparently. It means a lot to me as well.
Good.
So biggest stories, I mean, it's an all-encompassing question, right? You said personal. You had some personal ones?
Not personal ones. I made some different categories instead of choosing just one. But I think if I had to choose just one, I think the all-encompassing one is flood the zone. As far as this is the most overwhelmed and exhausted I've been with the news cycle in my life. And part of that is because we work in news. But I think so much of this year of doing this show, finding topics to write about for Journal Sentinel, and the amount it exposed how much I didn't even know I don't know about certain ways that the law is or what government is. And it felt like almost every day there was some new thing that was happening, largely because of the administration, that you needed to go read up on and have at least some semblance of understanding to be able to talk about. And it was overwhelming and exhausting, and then it would just move on immediately. And so that to me is the theme, I think, of this year, of just overwhelm.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a general term describing 2025, uncertainty on a lot of different fronts, tariff policy, obviously some of the things you just mentioned. I highlighted the Charlie Kirk assassination September 10th this year, founder of Turning Point USA, and the reaction, sort of for me, what a lot of people feared is the sort of the continued escalation of political rhetoric, very violent rhetoric, social media, and all of those things sort of playing into this. And we basically then, I refused to ever watch it, but a live assassination on.
Oh, you never saw that?
I've never saw the
It
video.
never came across your feed?
I ignored it if it did. I've never seen the actual moment. Everything leading up to it, and certainly the aftermath. But for me, that was the sort of game changer. Now, where I would take this next is what's surprising to me, as horrific as that moment was or should have been, what's changed? Nothing. What's changed after that? People are still being extremely violent in their words. They're being violent in their actions. I don't know that it's specifically in any direct way changed our approach to politics. The president's really multiple political leaders engage in this stuff every day. And it's just like normal now to berate the opponents, to dismiss the opponent's ideas as horrible or the worst thing ever, or, own the other side. That's changed none of that stuff. And that is still, maybe I'm naive politically, but that surprises me, because that should have been a game changer when someone's assassinated for words.
Well, you lived through, you were young.
Yeah.
But if you think about the political assassinations of the
Sure.
60s, did it feel like things immediately changed after those?
Well, they stopped. We had the multiple assassinations, being with John F. Kennedy, and then obviously MLK,
and RFK.
RFK. That two brothers shot down in the same decade, and then it's sort of, we didn't think about it for a while. We had attempts on presidents' life, certainly Reagan and Ford, and then we didn't think about it that much. And we've had multiple attempts on the president's life last year, so that sort of, I guess, reinvigorated the crazies. And
obviously the assassinations in Minnesota.
Yeah, we had lawmakers.
And the attack on Josh Shapiro's house. There was a politically violent year.
So that's my takeaway. And I'd love to hear what you think, 855-616-1620. Just some of the storylines. When we were doing the quiz, we were talking completely, the opposite side of things. That Coldplay video, that thing just was nuts.
That was nuts.
That
was the most unifying cultural moment, like viral cultural moment, I think, of the year, as far as just something just caught wildfire. More than the Louvre, more than, I think the year before that was maybe you could argue, even though it was fairly graphic, the Haktua girl was the viral moment, I think, of 2024.
Yeah.
But I think Coldplay and that story was the viral moment of 2025. I don't know what I would say is the worst disaster, but both the Palisades fire and Camp Mystic, I think you can't forget about how awful those were. My lowest ROI story, Doge. Maybe negative ROI story.
Yeah. As the numbers start to come out on this, it's just a complete waste of time and energy, and ruin lives, because there's, I think 9% less federal employees, and some of those are critical jobs. Many of them, I know that because they hired them back in some ways. So, all right, we got to take a break coming up here. It's almost time for the news. Fast. Neil Doyle will lead us off. We'll follow up our ABC report. We're going to do a lot more of the lists, and we have pop culture moments coming up that are going to talk about things that just occupied our brain space, maybe even in replacing some of those political stories that seem to consume our show and others' shows during 2025. Thanks for listening. Neil Doyle coming up. Here's now the latest from ABC.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. Flu activity up sharply across the U.S., and the CDC just out with its new numbers, estimating there have already been 7.5 million flu cases, including 81,000 hospitalizations. The CDC says 20 states are reporting very high flu levels. ABC medical correspondent Dr. Darian Sutton says
the flu season this year is earlier and stronger than last year. And if we remember, last year was one of our highest hospitalization rates since 2009.
The U.S. announced new sanctions against individuals and entities linked to weapons trade in Venezuela and Iran. And President Trump continues pressure on both countries, announcing the U.S. struck a dock in Venezuela. The U.S. says it uses to stage drug smuggling and warned Iran against rebuilding its nuclear program. Two Democratic senators wrote a letter to White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles asking about her access to the Epstein files after she made comments appearing to indicate she saw the files in a recent interview. This is ABC News.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 10:31. I'm Neil Doyle. A 26-year-old is dead after a shooting that happened on Milwaukee's northwest side. It occurred Tuesday afternoon, right around 2:30 near 59th and Hadley. Police say a suspect fired multiple shots into the victim's car. The 26-year-old died at the scene. Nobody has been arrested. Wisconsin is set to receive over $200 million in funding to support rural health care. It's part of the Trump administration's $50 billion Rural Health Transformation Program aimed at helping rural communities across the country. The funds will be used to strengthen the rural health workforce, modernize facilities and technology, and deploy high-quality health services to rural communities. The parent company of Pick and Save will be providing a 20% discount on fruits and vegetables for people using government assistance programs. Kroger says it's launching its Verified Savings Program for anyone who is enrolled in SNAP, Food Share, WIC, or Medicaid. Once enrolled, participants will receive the discount through the end of next month, with savings loaded automatically onto their accounts. Time for news about your money and the WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. The Dow is still in the red, down about 60 points at 48,400. The NASDAQ is up 31 at 23,506. And the S&P 500 into the green, up about 4 points at 6,909. Financial planning at every level, Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Details at annexwealth.com. Let's take a look at the roads. Your WTMJ time saver traffic. Still just a few different disabled vehicles. Two are on 94 eastbound, kind of near the stadium. Also got 141 northbound as well, but none of them really causing any issues. They're out of traffic, so not causing any slowdown, so you're moving along nicely across the system. Let's take a look at your forecast. We'll see clouds continue to increase throughout the day and then possibly a little bit of snowfall later on as well, a high around 28 degrees. We'll see some of those snow flurries stick around tonight with a low down to 22. Heading into tomorrow for New Year's Eve will be mostly cloudy, a high near 28. Thursday for New Year's Day, mostly sunny but cooler, only a high near 16 degrees. Friday then partly sunny with highs in the low 20s. Right now, it's 16 degrees in Sheboygan. We're sitting at 17 in Racine, and it's 15 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 1034.
Smart interior designers know that what they'll see here is going to be almost impossible to find anywhere else, especially at our consignment prices. Premium home decor that's gently loved and close to new. And what we carry can raise the wow factor of anyone's home decor. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
In Heartland, you're going to find a focus on distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original artwork, along with tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. In Pewaukee, the focus is on kitchen, outdoor, and garden decor, and all of it is priced at 25 to 40% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value.
Design Exchange.
Do you have a spot that's too cold in the winter, but if you jack up the heat, the rest of the house is too warm? Vince Vitrano for USA Insulation. Time to get Jeff and his team out to your house. Proper insulation from USA forms a thermal barrier that maintains warmth in the winter and coolness in the summer. Time to get in on thousands of dollars of government efficiency credits. Jeff and his team at USA Insulation find the grants, rebates, reductions, and they discount the cost of your project up front. Get started at usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Education changes everything. It opens doors, shapes futures, and builds the foundation for our children's success. At City Ford Collective, we're working to transform our city's schools and ensure every Milwaukee child receives the high-quality education they deserve. We've taken real steps forward, but our work is far from done. This giving season, we're asking you to join us. Together, we can secure a stronger future for our children and a stronger future for Milwaukee. To support our mission, visit cityforwardcollective.org/donate. That's cityforwardcollective.org/donate.
Remembering the best and worst of 2025. Steve and Kristin on Point Taken on this Tuesday edition, the 30th day of December in the year 2025. We'll do a lot more stuff tomorrow. There's a lot of lists that come out. We'll probably do some of that stuff. You know, some of the moments, we'll probably talk about it today as well, some of the things that stood out to us in 2025. I teased it before the news with Neil and ABC, like pop culture stuff.
What was your favorite movie of 2025?
Springsteen movie.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That also, for a second, indulge me.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about yesterday as far as you didn't like Wicked because of the political undertones. Springsteen's a very, most of his music is political, and Springsteen's your all-time favorite, so how do you square that?
You can always take the music for the music's sake and ignore all the rest of it, because I probably don't agree with him.
So
on
you don't
things.
like Springsteen's, the political
I'm not
undertones?
saying I don't like it. I'm not saying I say people shouldn't do that. I'm just saying there's a growing sense in this country that all of this hyper focus on messaging within whatever medium you're talking about is not being well received. I know that you disagree with me on that.
Well, that's never mind. All right. We're talking about other things in 2025. I just wanted to point that part out. My two favorite movies of the year were Sinners and One Battle After Another.
Didn't see either one of them.
Well, you should.
Okay, why?
Because both are just wildly original films with really good storytelling, really good acting. Sinners specifically, I feel like sheds a light on different aspects of the Jim Crow South, but wrapped inside of a vampire movie that's just wildly fun, and the music is really good. So that was just really entertaining. And then same thing with One Battle After Another. I thought it was just an original, fun movie.
Is that the Sean Penn movie? And
yes, who's excellent in it. And Leonardo DiCaprio is always really good. Benicio del Toro is always really good. So the movie-wise, those were my top two. Frankie was too young to enjoy K-pop Demon Hunter, so I avoided having to indulge in that. But I know that was a big deal.
Yeah, the other thing, the creepy side of the Wicked thing is the behavior of the two stars. I don't get this. And you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
They're just so bizarre as people.
I think it's like theater kids on steroids.
But they weren't like that
Do
at the
you know
beginning.
many theater kids in your life? I, as a former theater kid, they're a special bunch.
I'm not the only
They're
one
very
commenting
emotional.
on this. You know this, right?
What'd you say?
I'm not the only one commenting on the behavior.
I know.
It's just the weirdest.
It's a thing.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know.
Because they weren't. I've actually read way more about this than I want to. They weren't like this at the beginning. They've spent so much time together. They're mimicking each other's bizarre behavior, even their appearances. It's like their transformation from what they were. I think they started 8 years ago or 6 years ago to what they are now is just absolutely bizarre. And they're both really talented.
They're very, very talented.
You might want to get your heads straight. Just my advice to the two young women that we're talking about.
What was your favorite show?
Favorite show of any sorts?
Well, yeah, what was your favorite show that you watched this year?
Severance.
Oh, see, I still haven't gotten into Severance.
You haven't watched it at all?
No.
It's
I heard it's very good.
Amazing.
Have you watched The Pit?
I have not.
Also very good.
Hospital themed show. Correct?
Hospital themed show.
It's on our
Each
list.
episode is 1 hour, and it's a day in an ER that is understaffed, overworked, overcrowded, that has as bad of a day in an ER as you can imagine, and it is so good.
I'm missing some obvious ones, but season 2 of Silo was tremendous.
Haven't watched
the
it.
Hugh Howey series, the Silo trilogy.
Are you up to date on Stranger Things?
No, because I've watched season 1 and 2, and I've kind of gotten away from it, so I'd have to go back to 3 and 4, and then now this is 5, right?
Well, the series finale is on, I forgot if it's on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
Yeah, as far as regular broadcast TV, I can't think of anything that I really like. It's just going nowhere. Here's a prediction. We're going to do some predictions later. I don't know that broadcast TV survives in any normal way that they've been used to for the last how many years?
I don't think it does either.
It's
That's
just
a whole different topic. I think Scott, Professor Galloway, had this prediction. I was listening to him talk about it. As far as it's not just AI that is coming for Hollywood, it is just how much time the younger generations watch everything on their phone. I was listening to a different conversation as far as Netflix is worried about YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube's insanely popular.
And the fact that's a huge reason why they're now doing the podcast thing, right? As far as where are people's attentions going, and it's certainly not ABC, CBS, NBC nightly programming.
I mean, they're dissolving, whether it's their news programs, which is sort of they're cutting back significantly, or their nighttime comedy shows. Colbert's going away, and
who will just do a podcast.
Yeah,
and the podcast will be much more profitable
what
than
did
the
they
show
say
will
from
be.
From massive production costs to like $5 million? It's like significant.
Well, if you think about it, so you have a show that employs 100 people, and then you start doing a podcast that employs 8.
Yeah,
and you get the same viewership. And different, a lot more, for bang for your buck as far as how far ad dollars can go.
And to make this conversation personal, for me, the discovery and appreciation of multiple podcasts, On with Kara Swisher, Pivot, Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm missing another one that I really love. Our podcast, my podcast, Scaffidi. I actually go back. You probably don't do this. I go back and listen to our podcast. Because you miss things, and when for example, I just rewatched season 2 of Silo because you miss things first run, right?
Yeah,
you're taking in. You might have had somebody was yelling or something going on in your environment when you're watching. You miss things, and when you listen closely to a podcast, or you don't, you miss things. So this discovery of the value of podcasts and podcasting is really my sort of takeaway personally from 2025. It's amazing. And I hope that they continue to thrive because I think it's a great way, just listening. One of I think we're going to get to it later, the list about just be better listeners. That's a big thing because we're bad listeners. I'm a bad listener sometimes. It's just we have to be better listeners to each other and to, I have a suggestion or sort of a resolution for all of you for 2025 on how we can be better. It's not going to surprise anybody because it involves social media and just stop doing things, but I'll get to that at some point. We are late for break. We're entertaining your idea. If you have a favorite show or a movie, send it our way. I'd love to talk about
favorite pop culture moments.
Yeah, of 20.
What will you remember 2025 for?
We're probably missing some obvious. Oh, the relationship between Justin Trudeau and.
That wasn't that big of a deal.
It's a huge deal.
I would say the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce engagement was a bigger deal.
I'm like snoozing
than Trudeau
on that one now. There's no
Katy
news
Perry
there. There's no news there.
Shacking up.
What's the news? They're engaged.
I know, but I would say that was a bigger moment than people finding out that Katy Perry's dating Justin Trudeau.
Now, you give me a Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift breakup, then you got a story.
What about a wedding?
Boring. Too much money, too much glitz. It's like the Jeff Bezos, whoever he married in Venice or what. It's like, who cares? You're a rich dude. You spent a lot of money on a weekend in Venice. I don't care.
I think a lot of people will care.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, we'll see. Because she is popular.
And
talented.
If we're going to get into the prediction business, I promise you that wedding will be a big deal.
All right. We're getting yelled at for break by producer Jazz.
When you give to St. Vincent de Paul Society of Milwaukee, you give hope to our neighbors in need. This Christmas season and throughout the year, we support anyone who needs a meal or help stocking their pantry. Your financial gift helps eliminate hunger and stop food insecurity. Please give much needed support to our Milwaukee neighbors. Learn more at svdpmilw.org.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
When you give to St. Vincent de Paul Society of Milwaukee, you give hope to our neighbors in need. This Christmas season and throughout the year, we support anyone who needs a meal or help stocking their pantry. Your financial gift helps eliminate hunger and stop food insecurity. Please give much needed support to our Milwaukee neighbors. Learn more at svdpmilw.org.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Recently, a seller that unfortunately ended up choosing another agent called me. She said she made a mistake, and what she was expressing to me sounded like she kind of was bullied into signing with him. Is it typical? Not always, but it will never happen when you hire a Century 21 Benefit Realty agent. I want our agents to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'd want to work with me. Not because they're good at saying what you want to hear or offer the lowest commission, but because of trust. Because if you're not feeling that from your agent, that's a problem, and I don't want that. At 1.9% on the listing side of your sale with our commission capped at $19,000, Century 21 Benefit Realty leads with a very fair and transparent commission structure with maximum marketing that can get your home sold fast and for the best price. And saving money matters, but working with someone who will tell you exactly what you need to know up front, that creates trust. And that matters too. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
If you're looking to plan your next global experience, let Fox World Travel's vacation experts handcraft your next journey to Europe. In partnership with Globus, Insight Vacations, and Avalon Waterways, we've created outstanding itineraries with exclusive experiences to Iceland, Croatia, Spain, Portugal, and more. Or we can fully customize a journey based on your interests. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Join us and make memories to last a lifetime.
You've spent a lifetime taking care of others. Now it's your turn to enjoy life your way. At Capri Communities, they offer vibrant senior living where neighbors become friends, and each day brings something to smile about.
Well, it's breakfast with the boys, and then bingo is at 3 in the afternoon. I lost that super lady I lived with for 60 years, but have found a home and doing well. The accommodations, the facilities, it's been a pleasure.
Find your perfect new home at capricommunities.com.
Through trusted relationships and national reach, CVS Health is uniquely positioned to simplify care. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
Just for grins and giggles, I edited myself.
Grins and giggles.
Yeah.
Make that into a shirt.
Yeah. We're Kristin and Steve on Point Taken. I pulled up the top 10 performing TV shows of the year. I got to be honest, like Severance was 8, which surprised me. So number one.
But measured by what?
Measured by minutes watched in any format.
So not by
watching
critics or reviewers or anything
by
like
minutes
that.
Watched.
By minutes
so,
watched.
So real consumption by consumers of TV. And this is reported by Bloomberg. I think they use Nielsen data, but Bloomberg.
Well, they can't use Nielsen data because for streamers, that's not Nielsen.
Nielsen's everything now.
Oh, Nielsen does streaming.
Oh, yes, they do. Where have you been?
I didn't know
they do
that.
everything
I thought
now.
all that information is private information that Netflix doesn't have to.
No, they've done that for years. It's not. They don't get it from Netflix. They get it in very unique ways. Trust me. I worked for the company for 28 years.
Well, I know that, but I did not know Nielsen was still
everything.
Because I thought that was the whole thing with Netflix. Not like they're very cagey about submitting or publicizing their numbers.
They're not getting it from Netflix.
Got it. Okay.
So anyway, Squid Game, number 1. Never watched it.
I watched season 1, and it was so intense. I just didn't. I had no interest in watching. This is the 3rd season, right?
I have no idea.
I think this is the 3rd one.
Give me the essence of the show.
You don't even know?
No. What is it?
Squid Games is it takes place in South Korea. It's in Korean, and so you have to watch it in subtitles.
Interesting.
And the premise is it's exploitative to people in South Korea who are in lots of debt, and they have the opportunity to go win a lot of money and like a life-changing amount of money. But literally what they find out when they get there is that by winning, it means everyone else dies. So every game, people are literally dying.
Wow.
And it's a psychological thriller. The first season was excellent, but it gets your heart pumping, and it's very stressful, and it's very revealing of human nature and being in a survival mode and what you're willing to do and what matters. Like it's good, but I don't think I could watch 2 more seasons of it.
Essentially, kill or be killed.
Yes.
Yes. Wednesday is number 2.
I have not watched the 2nd season of that. I did when I had COVID last year, and I was home just like horizontal for a week, and I binged season 1, which was very good. I cannot comment on season 2.
Love Island, that's a reality show for losers, basically, right? 4 is Reacher. I heard good things about that show.
Reacher?
Based on the Jack Reacher character.
Oh.
Yeah. This one, Ginny in Georgia. Never heard
of that one.
Love is Blind, another reality show, right? Yeah, losers. Night Agents, The Night Agent. I've heard good things.
I think Mike watched that
I think I actually watched one episode. Severance, my show for show of the year. The Summer I Turned Pretty.
That was big with, I think, younger generations. I've heard of it, have not watched it.
How about number 10, You?
Oh, God, still?
You.
That's another psychological thriller that is really weird, people's obsession with this show. You want me to summarize that one, too?
Quickly, because we got to go to break.
It's Penn Badgley from, I can't do it quickly.
Okay.
Basically, he's a murderer, but people fall in love with him.
All right, so that's the top 10 by minutes watched. Lots more lists coming today and tomorrow on Point Taken.
your way inside the huddle.
Hit one, hit two.
Without putting on any pads. It's Green and Gold Insiders on Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
Matt LaFleur has been one of the great regular season coaches in the history of the NFL. If you just look at numbers, your legacy is built on postseason football.
Every day of the regular season at 4:15, it's Green and Gold Insiders all season long, right here on WTMJ.
Hey, it's WTMJ, Steve Scaffidi for Advent. Here's a New Year's resolution. How about going to Advent? Get rid of those snoring issues, the tossing and turning, the restless nights of sleep. All the things that bother you and your bed partner every night. You don't have to live with that reality. I didn't. I went to Advent almost 6 years ago now. 30-minute visit. Talked to their docs, put me at ease. We did a really simple sleep study at home in my own bed. They figured it out for me. For me, common problem, sinuses, nasal passages in my breathing triangle. After a short procedure done in one of their offices, I'm back to breathing better than ever. Here's the kicker. Sleeping through the whole night. For me and my wife, she has to listen to me snore. If you struggle with restless nights like I used to, take the time to see Advents. They can help you. To find out how breathing well and sleeping well can make your nights better and your life better. I added that part. Go to AdventKnows.com, schedule an appointment today, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve zero preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Departments of Health Services, Transportation, and Justice.
Everyone needs a plumber in their contacts list. And I've got yours, Vince Vitrano here. It's Horner Plumbing. We had a big job on the Vitrano home, needed to move the water hookups for the washer dryer and refrigerator, and we turned to the trusted experts for more than 50 years in Southeast Wisconsin, Horner Plumbing. CJ and Kaylee, they did a great job at the house. All the follow-up with Horner was amazing, great work, and outstanding customer service. Residential, commercial, and new construction, HornerPlumbing.com. Have it in your contact list, because when it's a plumbing emergency, that is not the time you want to start your search. I've got your plumber. Full-service plumbing, water heater repairs and installs, drain cleaning, garbage disposals, bathroom and kitchen renovations. Full-service plumbing. Free quotes and upfront pricing means no surprises. You want a deal? Tell them Vinny sent you, and Horner Plumbing will knock $50 off that first service. Get started now at Horner Plumbing. That's HornerPlumbing.com.
Wisconsin State Fair tickets are on sale for just $13. Plus, get ready to deliver holiday bundles packed with State Fair favorites at the lowest price of the season. Get yours today at wistatefair.com before they're gone. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular, August 6th through 16th.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Winding down 2025, looking ahead to 2026. After the top of the hour news break, new rules for 2026. I cannot wait to do this.
Actually, they're kind of old rules.
Yeah, a lot of them are. But I have some new rules, and I want to hear your new rules as well. New rules for all of us. So I would say make it big picture. Things you want to see happen so that all of us act like normal human beings again, because we are not acting like normal human beings in my mind. And I'll define normal later on in the show. Somebody asked what happened to Max. Max is alive and well, just celebrated his 10th birthday. I'm going to actually record him, I think, in the next few weeks to bring him back to do some stuff. The kid's really good. He's a communicator.
Tells some jokes.
Yeah, he's great at that. He's actually got some in the hopper, as he tells me. So happy birthday, Max. And
Wait, is today his birthday?
It was Sunday.
Oh,
yes.
Happy birthday, Max.
So we both celebrated Christmas and Max's birthday, double dipping for the young man. And he was most excited about he's going to these gaming chairs. It's like one of these consoles you'd see at like a gaming studio or something, like the platform seating, and it vibrates and it got the sounds.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a gamer. This kid's a gamer. He's all hooked in on it. Yeah. I wanted to mention this to you. This is a real life story. So I bought Kathy a new TV for her favorite viewing spot in the house. She had a smaller TV. Now she has a 43-inch, which is the biggest one we could fit there because it's on the wall by an opening in the wall to the kitchen. And I thought, I'll just plug it in, boom, everything's. There is so much setup required now because you know why?
Log into everything.
You got to re-log into everything. Yeah. It's like insane. Remember when you just plug the cable in, boom, hit cable, You got it. No.
Smart TVs, you got to sign in. Well, how many things do you subscribe to?
Probably 8.
Ooh.
It's a lot. I mean, Hulu, Prime, Netflix, Disney. I'm missing some obvious ones. It's like it never ends. And to her credit, she had different passwords for them because that's what they say you should do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God, it was like an hour-long process. Thankfully, we got it done.
It's not that big of a deal.
It is a big deal. It's like, I don't want to spend...
Is that the worst thing that happened to you yesterday?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Nothing bad happened to me other than spending a lot of time there. But it was a Christmas present, so I was cheerful during the process. But I'm lamenting about it now over the air. What was the worst thing that happened to you yesterday? Probably nothing. You had a great day.
No, I had a great day.
Yeah.
Productive day. Yeah, it was
the
good.
holiday
It was
season.
It was a good day.
We're going to crank out a lot of negativity in 2026 just because of politics. I can guarantee you that.
We'll find ways to keep it positive, though.
Is that what's going to happen?
I think that's part of the reason people like this show.
All right. Well, I know that that's true. You speak truth to wisdom. Is that the term? Truth to wisdom?
Truth to power.
Truth to power. That's what it is. Thank you for that. Thanks for the clarification. I need your new rules for 2026. They can be anything, politics, culture, whatever you think, social media. Tell me what your new rule for 2026. The news, my friends, is next on 620 WTMJ.
Well, 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 look at you.
You look handsome in that suit.
Sorry, no time for pleasantries. I have a very important meeting.
What's with all the forms and charts?
I'm meeting with the SEC.
The Securities and Exchange Commission?
Why?
To register Penny Mustard's Spencer bedroom as a security.
I'm sorry, what?
Think about it. How do we build the Spencer bedroom?
With solid wood construction.
Forever type bed brackets.
And drawer bottoms strong enough to stand on.
And how long will it last?
For generations.
And furniture that lasts for generations is worth
more money in the future.
So you're saying the Spencer bedroom is a hedge against inflation?
I gotta say, you've had a lot of weird ideas.
Yeah?
But this one might just work.
The Spencer bedroom, starting at just $173 a month with no interest till December 2028 through January 4th at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Ha-ha, yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Hey fellas, are you feeling off of your game? If you feel like something is holding you back, connect with the medical professionals at Game Day Men's Health. WTMJ's Greg Matzik here. Game Day Men's Health helps guys regain their youthful edge with hormone replacement, vitamin therapy, personalized weight loss plans, plus EPAT therapy, which I've used for injuries such as plantar fasciitis or tennis elbow. And it's all under the care of experienced medical professionals. A free consultation at their clinic in Brookfield, Shorewood, Germantown, or Delafield. Game Day Men's Health. Get back in the game.
Day after day, year after year, the heavy lifting, the repetitive motion, and now your body feels it. Your back, your knees, your quality of life.
At Access Legal, we stand up for people worn down by work.
Workers' comp is our sole focus, and our team has recovered more than $35 million for Wisconsin workers. From sudden accidents to pain that builds over years of hard work, we're dedicated to fighting for the benefits you're entitled to. If you've been worn down by work, contact Access Legal for a risk-free consultation.
Search AXIS Legal today.
Education changes everything. It opens doors, shapes futures, and builds the foundation for our children's success. At City Ford Collective, we're working to transform our city's schools and ensure every Milwaukee child receives the high-quality education they deserve. We've taken real steps forward, but our work is far from done. This giving season, we're asking you to join us. Together, we can secure a stronger future for our children and a stronger future for Milwaukee. To support our mission, visit cityforwardcollective.org/donate. That's cityforwardcollective.org/donate.
Your trusted and relevant source for news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
Just after 11 o'clock, it's 16 degrees. We'll see increasing clouds as we move through the day, possibly a little snow later on and a high around 28. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Neil Doyle. Parts of Wisconsin seeing an uptick in some severe flu cases. Recent data from the Department of Health Services shows very high activity for influenza in parts of the southeastern areas of the state. Milwaukee County Chief Health Policy Advisor Dr. Ben Weston telling WTMJ.
If you're having just mild symptoms, usually over-the-counter medications, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, or Tylenol can help reduce those fever and ease your symptoms. If you're getting more serious symptoms, and particularly if you're in a higher risk group and you get flu, there are prescription antivirals, such as Tamiflu. And these can not just lessen symptoms and shorten the time you're sick, but most importantly, they can prevent that progression to severe disease that can affect certain people.
Health officials say a new influenza strain and holiday gatherings are contributing to an increase in cases. Parts of northern Wisconsin continuing to get plenty of snowfall this winter, making it a strong start to parts of the snowmobile and ski seasons. TMJ4 Chief Meteorologist Brian Niznansky says, again, parts in the northern areas of the state saw over a foot of snow Sunday into Monday.
Known as like the Lake Superior snow belt, where they get, hammered typically, every winter except for the last couple winters with lake effect snow. So they have a huge amount of snow. But even outside of that snow belt, there are several tiers of counties north of Highway 29 that has, a significant amount of snow. And yeah, it's been a good start for them. It's been cold enough, too, that the lakes are frozen.
Many snowmobile trails in northern Wisconsin have already opened up due to that heavy snowfall. The U.S. launching a strike on Venezuela, according to President Trump, inside of Venezuela, the first strike that has been launched by the U.S. President Trump alleging that it targeted an alleged dock in parts of that country that was smuggling drugs. Venezuelan authorities have not commented on that strike. Time for news about your money and the WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Red across the board now. The Dow is off about 116 points at 48,345. The S&P 500 is down slightly as well, about 6 points at 6,899. And the NASDAQ is now off 16, sitting at 23,457. Financial planning at every level, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. You can get all the details by going to annexwealth.com. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 11:03.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus. I'm Weston. What's your question?
What's the secret to your success?
Clean living, hard work, and no employees.
You lost me on that last one.
No employees?
Yeah.
That's the secret sizzle that makes Hasselus mattress so popular.
How are you successful without employees?
You can give our mattresses a try with no pushy sales guy.
Nobody talking down to me or breathing down my neck?
And with no commission-crazed salespeople in the mix, our everyday mattress prices on Beautyrest, Sealy Posturepedic, and more are way low.
How low?
Our Queen Beautyrest Elm Cove A is just $794.
Wow.
Plus free next day delivery. And through Monday, get a free box spring or $300 off an adjustable base with the purchase of any queen or king size Beautyrest or Sealy Posturepedic mattress.
Since you're a mattress store, you could say Hasselus is an overnight success.
Good one.
Thanks.
Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you or shop online at Hasselus.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods.
Now through Wednesday, save on 5 to 16-ounce selected varieties, Frito-Lay kettle or potato chips, Doritos, or rolled gold pretzels, 2 for $6. 8-pack or 64-ounce selected varieties, Mott's apple juice, 2 for $6. 8-ounce selected varieties, McCormick cocktail or tartar sauce, $2.29. 16-ounce selected varieties, Dots pretzels, $4.99.
And now, time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
2 over the top.
Free groceries from Century Foods.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Milwaukee Bucks will be in action at home tomorrow night on New Year's Eve against the Wizards. But for the first time since October, the Bucks winning back-to-back games as they beat the Hornets yesterday 123-113. Tomorrow's tip against Washington is at 7 o'clock. Packers will close out the regular season Sunday on the road against the Vikings. They will be the number 7 seed in the postseason, Green Bay, and they'll face either the Bears or Eagles in the first round of the NFL playoffs. That will all depend on how the Bears and Eagles do in Week 18. Head coach Matt LaFleur embracing playing on the road.
I think it's the mindset anytime, any place, anywhere. You just got to be ready to play ball. And can it be more challenging on the road? Absolutely. But I think that's where your preparation comes into play, making sure you're dialed in.
Men's college basketball, Marquette looking to pick up its first win in Big East play as they'll be hosting Seton Hall this evening, a 6 o'clock tip. Also at 6 o'clock, the Wisconsin Badgers hosting UW-Milwaukee at the Kohl Center. Badger sports updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, siding, and a whole lot more. Let's take a look at the roads, your WTMJ time saver traffic. One little incident to report on Wisconsin 175 southbound right near State Street. Part of the right shoulder is blocked. There's a little bit of debris on the road, so causing people to kind of move around that. A couple of disabled vehicles still out there, but those ones not in your way, so rest of the system looking good.
Find furniture for life from Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield, Greenfield, or downtown Milwaukee.
Shop Ken Michaels Furniture's January New Year's sale for savings up to 50% off on better quality furniture and mattresses. Showrooms in Greenfield, Brookfield, and downtown Milwaukee.
Your WTMJ forecast, we'll see increasing clouds as we move into the afternoon. Maybe a little bit of light snow as we get into the afternoon as well, a high around 28. Those snow flurries will stick around tonight, a low dropping to 22. Tomorrow for New Year's Eve will be mostly cloudy, a high near 28 degrees. Thursday, New Year's Day, will be mostly sunny but colder, only a high around 16. And then on Friday, will be partly sunny with highs in the low 20s. Right now, it's 15 degrees in Madison, sitting at 17 in Kenosha, and it's 16 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 11:08.
Broadcasting live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue. It's time for Point Taken. Here are your hosts, Steve Scaffidi and Kristin Brey.
And finally, new rule.
There we go. Are we
New
stealing
rules.
it? Are we just stealing
Bill
new
Maher.
rules from Bill Maher?
Real time with Bill Maher.
Well, this was actually very old rules that I sent you.
Ancient Greek and Roman philosophers.
Yes. And so I think you had asked me last week as far as thoughts going into this coming year. And I was actually reminded of, did you ever read The Four Agreements?
Refresh my memory.
So it came out in 1996,
Doesn't sound familiar.
1997.
Would have been celebrating the Packers Super Bowl season.
So I didn't read it when it first came out. It was, I think I read it after a breakup in my early 20s, and it helped a lot. But these are the four agreements, and so it's a book basically based on ancient Toltec wisdom. So different than the Stoics, which is the rules that I had sent you earlier. But the four agreements are: be impeccable with your word. So use your word to speak truthfully and with kindness, using your energy in the direction of love and truth. Don't take anything personally. This was a big one. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, not a reflection of you. Don't make assumptions. Ask questions and communicate clearly to avoid misunderstandings and drama. And 4, always do your best. Your best will vary from day to day, but always give it your full effort.
That's pretty on point.
Right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was what I was thinking last week when you asked me that, as far as things to take into the new year. And then there's these 26 rules. So do you follow Ryan Holiday?
I know who he is.
So yeah, so he Daily Stoic is his site. I wanted to sign up, so he had a community of people doing like a New Year Stoics challenge. It cost $100 to do, so I am not doing it. But these are the 26 rules for 2026, according to the Stoics. How many of these do you think you could stick to? Let's go through and you say yay or nay as far as you being able to stick to it. Okay?
Okay.
Don't have an opinion about everything.
No.
Cut out the inessential.
No.
Focus on what you can control.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. I try to. I nailed the next one.
The things that annoy you most are things that you feel like when other people are doing stuff that you can't control. Wake up early.
Yes.
You can do that. I can do that too. Reflect on each day through journaling.
No.
Stop giving away your time.
No, because I like to give away. I want to help people and donate my time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Practice voluntary discomfort.
What does that mean?
I think it's putting yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Oh, isn't this an uncomfortable situation sometimes? Politics can be very uncomfortable for people.
Yeah.
That's
But I think you're very comfortable here. So for you personally, what would be uncomfortable?
I don't know. I don't get nervous, so I guess I wouldn't be that kind of a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think
Yeah.
about what would cause discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, do something for the common good.
Try to. Yes.
Number 9, silence distractions.
I think I've tried because I've sort of limited my exposure. I told you I got my screen time down to 4 hours on my phone. It used to be like 8 daily, so that's. I think I'm doing it.
10,
No.
pause before reacting.
No, absolutely not. No.
11, put every impression and emotion to the test before acting.
I'm not that deliberate, no.
Okay.
Not doing that.
You're doing great. 12, reduce desire rather than increase possessions.
Why would I want to reduce my desire? That would be like a good thing. Wouldn't you want to desire things?
Well, I think your desire for material things.
Oh, I see. So the latter.
So reduce
the latter
your
part,
desire
yeah.
for things rather than
Got it.
increase how
Yes,
much you have.
Absolutely, yes. I don't want. I tell my kids, don't buy me stuff. I don't really need anything.
Here's your favorite one: do the right thing,
Mm-hmm. I
even
say
when
that all
no
the
one
time.
is watching.
I got that from my dad.
Yeah. Accept what happens.
No, absolutely not. I refuse.
15, don't suffer imagined troubles.
Imagine trouble.
I think this is like worrying about things that haven't happened yet.
I'm not a worrier, so that
Okay.
would probably be a no.
Speak less, listen more.
Probably not.
Focus on progress over perfection.
That's a weird one.
I don't know. I don't see. You're not really a perfectionist.
No,
I don't find you to be a perfectionist.
I'm more anal than being a perfect. I mean, I really like to have things a certain way. Does that make me a perfectionist? I guess. I don't know. But like, I'm not perfect by any. Like, if I was a perfectionist, I would be like sculpted, and I'd be like 175, and that would be a perfectionist, at least for the personal side of things.
I think a perfectionist is someone who's like, it's never good enough. Like, I feel like you finish, like you just said, you listen back to our shows, and you're like, that was a really good show.
Yeah.
I think there is. I am a reformed perfectionist where you're never satisfied with the work you did because it could have been better.
Yeah.
Which I don't find you to be.
Yeah.
Where am I? Be strict with yourself, tolerant with others.
Yeah, I tried to be. Yeah. Except if you're a lover of reality
Are you tolerant
TV.
with others?
Oh, unless you're a lover of reality TV, it's numbing your mind.
Stop complaining.
No.
See obstacles as opportunities.
Yes.
Detach your self-worth from outcomes.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
I think it means you are on, like if you win an award, it says something about you versus it's just a thing that happened. One of the best advice I ever got was as far as being detached from, and I'm still not good at it, but to be able to be detached from criticism or when people say mean things to you, you also have to be detached from the compliments because both, as you go back to don't take anything personally, are projections of people's own reality and their own experiences of how they see you or see your work or see your writing. And both are external validation or criticism, but both should probably weigh the most. So to not accept the criticism is also to acknowledge that when someone says something nice, it isn't necessarily about you.
Yeah, I think
the one is hard because compliments still feel very good. So
yeah, I always, matter of fact, when I won WBA awards for a bunch of years, it's like it was more about the station and the team than like they give it to you and they put your name on it. But it's like I'm only part of that story. I always felt weird about that. So I guess that's right.
Okay. Meditate on your morality every day.
I'm not a meditator.
I am not either. I always want to be because I hear it's great. It's very good for you.
I don't know. It just there's that weird picture of that Vikings quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, who meditates on the bench hours before the game all by himself. And he sucks. So how's that meditating helping you, buddy? No, this one, 23 is a definite. Anywhere I go, I take a book with me. Whether
What
it's
book do you have on you right now?
I don't. I gave it to you.
Oh, yes, you did.
my
Empire,
thing.
AI Empire?
Yeah.
All right. Say no a lot more.
I have practiced this lately because I used to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
But then you know this because all of your nights and weekends are occupied. and you don't get to like wind down. And my wife Kathy will tell you, I like to wind down now. I need like a day, at least one day on the weekend where I'm not doing anything that I don't want to do. Right?
Yeah, it's good. Mike and I are trying to do that. We're not very good at it. 25, ask for help.
If I need it, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of more smart people than me.
And 26, stop comparing yourself to others.
I don't think I've ever done that. Do you do that?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
All the time.
Like to who? Aren't you a one of?
I mean, everyone's a one of.
You're a
but
pretty
yeah,
unique
I think
one
there
of.
is a lot of comparing what I should be doing or who's doing it better. There's a lot of that I am still working on.
I love this from the texter. Discomfort. This is from Peter. Discomfort for Steve would be sitting next to a loud player in a Vegas casino, raking up winnings while wearing pajamas and slippers, and saying, "Oh my God!" every time they hit it big. That would irritate me.
That would irritate me. That would be uncomfortable.
The other big irritation for me is in Vegas when the person playing has no idea how to play blackjack and they're winning, and I know how to play and I lose.
Yeah.
That's very.
But it's out of your control.
It is.
All right. Are you going to take any of this to heart?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I am a listener, and I do try to take the messages of life seriously because I think it's important. And this is sort of where I want to go in the next segment is I have a new rule about how we're going to all act on social media in 2026.
All right. Steve's new rule for social media after this on Point Taken.
Get the help you need Saturday morning with How To Radio. At 7, it's the WTMJ Fix-It Show with David Nason, featuring great tips on how to operate your home. At 9, plan your dream vacation with the Fox World Travel Show. And at 10, get financial guidance during Money Talk. Contact Annex Wealth Management for an unbiased review of your investments at annexwealth.com. How To Radio, Saturday mornings on WTMJ.
Hey, business owners thinking about selling your business but not sure where to start? WTMJ's Steve Scaffidi here. Join me for an Annex Wealth Management webinar on January 20th, 1 p.m. I'll be joined by Anthony Malachnik and Brian Lamborn from Annex. We'll answer your biggest questions, who to consult, and when the timing may be right to sell. There's a big question on a lot of people's minds. Register now for this free webinar on Tuesday, January 20th at 1 p.m. Visit annexwealth.com. Click on the events tab to save your spot.
Before you go looking for an area rug that you'll have to settle for because you think that the one you really want will be out of your budget, come to Design Exchange, where you'll find a formidable selection of Oriental, Persian, and other wool area rug choices at 25 to 70% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
If you're trying to find really good, high-end, distinctive furniture, the kind they just don't make anymore, then come to Design Exchange. But you better get here quickly, because the best furniture we take in on consignment doesn't usually last long. It may be vintage, it may have once been out of your range, but now you'll find it's priced right. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value.
Design Exchange.
At Capri Communities, they believe people of every age deserve to enjoy life.
I recently moved my dad into a Capri community. He has gained such new independence. His falls have decreased, he's eating healthy meals, and going on great new adventures. Knowing Dad is in a great place really gives me the peace of mind I needed. And now, we're both enjoying life again.
Give the care that has your parent enjoying life again at Capri Communities. Get started today at capricommunities.com.
Might be the first time this song's ever been played on WTMJ.
What song is this?
The Rules and Regulations from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Wow.
This is what you get when you have me as a producer.
Yes. Very popular
We have not
children's
gotten
show,
into
yes.
Thomas the Tank in our house yet.
Not yet.
So I'm unfamiliar with his
What's
game.
the other one that's it used to be really big with my grandkid, Mr. Blippy or something like that?
Yeah, that's still a thing.
He
We've
goes
never
for, like-
got into that. We were Miss
Yeah,
Rachel.
Yeah, that's the newer version of that, right?
She went through a Baby Finn stage for a little bit, but now we are deep in Frozen.
Whatever happened to that Baby Shark song or whatever?
Oh, she likes Baby Shark still.
She does.
Yeah.
That's still a thing.
It is the most watched video on YouTube of all
Seriously.
time is Baby Shark. That is the one thing I will say for someone like Miss Rachel or the people who do kids programming on YouTube. Because the thing with kids is they watch it again and again and again, and you just rack up those views. We have watched Frozen or Frozen 2 every single, or at least some of it, maybe not in the entirety, some of it every day for the last month.
Wow, you're heavy into that.
We are heavy.
Do you know all the
into
words
it.
and all the lyrics and everything?
I'm getting close. I'm getting pretty close.
Do you ever want to bust out and
No, because I don't hate it. Like Frozen's.
Well, it's very popular.
Frozen's pretty good. I mean, Idina Menzel, like great singer, or whatever John Travolta called her.
I was just gonna say, you just like totally muffed her name, just went with it.
And so, anyways, all right, social media 2026.
All right.
Steve,
so
where are you going?
Social media is something that's both entertaining and frustrating,
and also a good way to get information.
Yeah, it's not. It shouldn't. But again, I know people disagree with it. It should not be your news source. Because really smart
What
people,
should be the news source?
It should be a blend of a lot of different things. And start with newsletters in the morning. We get a bunch. Morning Brew is one I would suggest to people. Just it's very informative. I think
Tangle's
another
big
one.
Fan of
yeah,
Tangle.
more focused on one topic, which I like, and sort of an in-depth look at one thing. But they also mix it up.
Maybe I'll put that in my recommendation for the newsletter this week. Is Tangle?
You should. That reminds me, I got to start posting. I want you in 2026 to re-examine your lives on social media. I want you to be on social media less. I want you to understand that what you're saying is visible to all the people around you. In this year of all years, I have seen people have open arguments within families on display on a Facebook post. And then the comment thread is just family member. Like, what? Why would you ever do that on a public platform?
What's family text threads are for?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or not even just family.
The funniest Christmas sign I saw this year was at my aunt's house that said, "Deck the halls, not your family. Fa la 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 la."
Yeah, absolutely. So here's the second piece. I want to run this by you. Kathy was pointing out that this certain individual, whose name I'm not going to say, has been posting like very hateful comments. I don't read the comments anymore, but
like on our videos?
On my resharing of some of the things we've done.
Okay.
And it's the same person each time. I think his name's Bob.
Why don't you just block him?
I don't read the comments, so I didn't see it. So, but I was thinking about this last night. Should I, in 2026, go to Bob, whoever this Bob is, and say, look, dude, here's a link.
Are you actually friends with this person?
No,
like in real life?
I have no idea who this person is.
Okay.
Because they can follow me on the WTMJ page.
Yeah.
Anybody can jump on there. Maybe suggest anger management classes, maybe suggest some mental health counseling, and just arbitrarily do that each time.
I wouldn't start with that.
No.
Well, it depends. What's the outcome that you want?
I want them to be a normal person functioning in society, not spending all their days and nights on Facebook, like blasting away at people.
I would say a more, not practical. I would say a better approach, a less confrontational approach, would be to DM this person and say, hey.
What's your deal?
No. I see your comments. Like, what are you trying to achieve? I try to do that when people send me mean messages, like DMs or whatever, or mean emails. Like, what outcome are you looking for from this interaction? And a lot of times they're surprised I got back to them.
Yeah, that's always the case.
And two, is sometimes people just want to vent. And a lot of times they don't think you're going to answer. And so in the attempt to actually have an open-ended question, instead of immediately starting it with a dig or an insult at them, actually opens communication. But ultimately, like, this is not a person you're friends with. Like, this is one of the things I'm going to explore next year a lot is polarization and talking across divides. That's one of my big projects at Journal Sentinel. And I think it changes depending on what the situation is, right? Like, you and I talking to listeners or fans that we don't have personal relationships with is different than confrontations within family, and that there's like layers upon layers of family relationships that influence if you're fighting about politics, like what else is surrounding that. But it's also different as far as politicians having to talk to each other. And like when we're talking about civility and we're talking about polarization, like it changes, I think, what is the outcome that you're looking for? Are you looking for mutual understanding? Are you looking for compromise? Are you just trying to when people send these things, are they just trying to feel heard or have regain some sort of power back? I don't know. But if you actually want to confront that person, I would do it in a non-confrontational way, but a curious way.
But your first suggestion was to block them, or what's the Facebook?
Well, it depends.
version of that?
What do you want?
I don't know. I haven't decided. What's the Facebook version of blocking? Because you don't block.
I think on your page you can block people from posting. Yeah. And I think that's the thing. Some people just choose that, especially I know content creators who are like, blocked and blessed. Like, not going to steal my joy away from me. And I've done that with some people where it just feels like I can't get through to them and it's not going to lead to a productive conversation. But I usually try to engage in a productive conversation first because that's the kind of person I am.
All right, resolution for all of you. No more nonsense posting on social media. Stop it. Whether it's TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, don't care. Quick break.
Hey, moms, dads, grandparents, it's Christmas break. You need an outing, right? It's WTMJ's John Merck here. I've got a great idea. Treat your kids to the Mind Chef restaurant in Hartford, the area's most family-friendly holiday entertainment destination. The Mind Chef has a huge, enormous game room, over 70 games, including the most popular and easiest games for your little ones. Even the adults are going to love these games. Your kids will adore the Mind Shaft, especially your teenagers. Get a big 18-inch pizza, a pitcher of beer or soda, and 100 game room tokens for under $45. The pizza easily feeds a family of 4. I personally love the pepperoni. Wednesday and Friday, the all-you-can-eat haddock fish fry is just $8.99. There is no restaurant inflation at the Mine Shaft. They've got your back. Take your kids to the Mine Shaft during Christmas break for hours of safe and affordable fun. It's in downtown Hartford and also in Oshkosh. Mine Shaft gift cards make perfect last-minute holiday gifts. The Mine Shaft opens at 10:30. It's amazing. Game room at 12 noon.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
There are some things in this world that are both free and priceless at the same time, like your grandma's Christmas cookies or a spectacular sunset. When it comes to home buying, AccuNet's rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval is both free, even though it's more work on our part than a slapdash bank pre-approval. And when it comes to making sure your home buying journey doesn't include any chest-clutching surprises and avoidable mistakes, it's also priceless. Sellers and listing agents recognize AccuNet's rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval as the gold standard of our industry. Not just because of our $2,000 guarantee, but because they know we've done our homework and that you're the real deal, especially if you need a bridge loan to buy that next home. You'll also like that our closing costs are typically $1,000 to $3,000 lower than banks and the mortgage folks with the Rocket for exactly the same rate. Get started with your free, yet priceless, rock-solid, guaranteed pre-approval today by clicking on the blue button at accunet.com.
If you're looking to plan your next global experience, let Fox World Travel's vacation experts handcraft your next journey to Europe. In partnership with Globus, Insight Vacations, and Avalon Waterways, we've created outstanding itineraries with exclusive experiences to Iceland, Croatia, Spain, Portugal, and more. Or we can fully customize a journey based on your interests. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Join us and make memories to last a lifetime.
Wisconsin's Morning News is here for you every weekday morning starting at 6 a.m. Vince Petrano.
Trump administration planning to resume garnishing the wages of some student loan borrowers who are in default.
Eric Bilstad.
A Milwaukee police officer taken to the hospital after getting bit by a police dog.
And traffic with Debbie Lozica.
A couple broken down vehicles out there. Actually, there's a crash also on the off-ramp to 70th Street.
The news you need to know. Wisconsin's Morning News on WTMJ.
There it is. This song I know by heart.
That would get in your brain. It would not go away for a long time. What's the original concept of this thing? I don't really know a lot about
Chaos.
it.
I have no idea. I think it's just a catchy song.
All right, after the news break with Neil Doyle on ABC, we're gonna make predictions, and you can make your predictions. I love.
I'm not in the predicting.
You
business.
You hate this. Every time we bring this up, you hate it.
The origin story of you asked me before. This was back in 2021, January 6th. You asked me. I called into the show when I was still doing my weekly hit with you, and you were like, "What do you think's going to happen today?" And I was like, "I don't think it can get any crazier than it's been."
Mm-hmm. So you're soured on the idea?
And I was wrong. No, all right, we'll make some predictions. At least I think I have some pointed questions that you can say yes or no versus just out of the sky predictions as far as
you don't like political
being
predictions.
A futurist.
You don't like.
I don't like being wrong. This is why I don't bet.
I know, but the fun part is when you're right.
Fine.
Okay. All right. We're going to do that after the break. So if you have a prediction, 855-616-1620, Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line, send it. Crazy prediction, sports prediction, Matt LaFleur, question mark. Neil Doyle coming up. Here's now the latest from ABC.
ABC News, I'm Mike Dabusky. Flu cases are on the rise. According to new data from the Centers for Disease Control, 20 states are seeing very high flu-like illnesses, while 9 states are seeing high levels. The CDC estimates about 7.5 million people have the flu, and more than 3,000 have died from it so far this season. President Trump now says the U.S. has carried out what appears to be the first land strikes on Venezuela.
The president was really being kind of cagey and not answering directly whether it was the CIA or the U.S. military that carried out this strike. But for now, when we do ask the U.S. military for comment, they refer us to the White House. When we contact the CIA, they decline to comment as well.
ABC News senior Pentagon reporter Louis Martinez. Brian Cole, the man accused of planting pipe bombs outside the DNC and RNC headquarters ahead of the January 6th riots, is due in court today. His lawyers have been pressing a judge to allow him to be released pending trial. This is ABC News.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 11:31. I'm Neil Doyle. Nobody injured after their car breaks through the ice in the village of Salem Lakes. The driver called from the sinking car Monday morning. The car went off the road near 286th Avenue, stopped on the ice in a shallow channel on the southwest side of Camp Lake. It then started to sink. The driver was able to get out of the vehicle without injuries. The car was eventually towed out of the lake. The University of Wisconsin-Madison, once again a top university when it comes to national research. According to the National Science Foundation, UW-Madison increased its overall research expenditures by about 11% this year to a record high $1.9 billion. Nearly half of UW-Madison's total research expenditures come from federal grants. The last time the university was top 5 nationally was back in 2014. And even with the holidays in the rearview mirror, many food pantries across Wisconsin still looking for more donations. Several pantries, including some in the Milwaukee area, have reported high requests for assistance over the last few months. Some say they've seen that increase due to the pause in federal food benefits back in October. One pantry in the Green Bay area says they continue to distribute over 100,000 pounds of food a week to families across northeast Wisconsin. Time for news about your money and the WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. Right across the board, the Dow is off 75 points at 48,385. The NASDAQ down about 10 at 23,464. And the S&P 500 is down about 5 points, sitting at 6,902. Financial planning at every level, Annex Comprehensive Wealth, Annex Private Client, Annex Ignite. Details at annexwealth.com. Take a look at the roads, your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. A few more disabled vehicles now kind of scattered across the system. Really none of them, though, in traffic, so not causing any issues. We still do have a little bit of an incident on Wisconsin 175 South, right near West State Street. Part of that right shoulder is still blocked. A little bit of debris on the roadway. The crews cameras I'm seeing looking like they're trying to get the debris out of there, but a little caution if you're traveling in that direction. We'll see clouds continue to increase as we move through our Tuesday. Maybe a little bit of a snow flurry late this afternoon as well, a high near 28 degrees. We'll see those snow flurries stick around tonight, a low down to 22. Heading into tomorrow for New Year's Eve will be mostly cloudy, a high near 28 degrees. Thursday for New Year's Day, mostly sunny but colder, only a high near 16. And then on Friday will be partly sunny with highs in the low 20s. Right now, 18 degrees in Sheboygan. We're sitting at 17 degrees in Racine, and it's 17 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 11:34.
Everyone needs a plumber in their contacts list, and I've got yours, Vince Vetrano here. It's Horner Plumbing. We had a big job on the Vetrano home, needed to move the water hookups for the washer dryer and refrigerator, and we turned to the trusted experts for more than 50 years in southeast Wisconsin, Horner Plumbing. CJ and Kaylee, they did a great job at the house. All the follow-up with Horner was amazing, great work, and outstanding customer service. Residential, commercial, and new construction, HornerPlumbing.com. Have it in your contact list, because when it's a plumbing emergency, that is not the time you want to start your search. I've got your plumber. Full-service plumbing, water heater repairs and installs, drain cleaning, garbage disposals, bathroom and kitchen renovations. Full-service plumbing. Free quotes and upfront pricing means no surprises. You want a deal? Tell them Vinny sent you, and Horner Plumbing will knock $50 off that first service. Get started now at Horner Plumbing. That's HornerPlumbing.com.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Why do you ask?
Probably because you're wearing a neck brace.
Oh, that?
How did you hurt your neck?
It's from visiting with family.
What?
Every time we get together, we sit on the sofa in the living room, and I keep having to crane my neck from side to side so I can talk to everyone.
So you're saying that you injured your neck talking to your relatives?
You know, this is why we created the SB393 leather sofa at Penny Mustard.
American made with a solid wood frame and a slight curve in its gorgeous design,
making it more conducive to comfortable conversation.
This sofa actually improves relationships.
Good, because these family gatherings can be a real pain in the neck.
The SB393 leather sofa, starting at just $111 a month, with no interest till December 2028, through January 4th at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Welcome back to Point Taken. I'm Kristin. He is Steve, and we're wrapping up this year. We'll still be here live tomorrow. We did a lot of the end of the year stuff today. What are we going to talk about tomorrow?
Oh, we'll find something. A lot of lists
do.
are coming out, so we're going to go through the lists.
All right, more lists?
More lists.
All right. So you like predicting things. Mm-hmm. What is your best prediction that you've ever nailed?
I don't know. That's a surprise question. Best prediction...
Should I get a little tally board so that every time you say I said that, I predicted that this was going to happen? Because I feel like you do say that a lot. I called it.
Here's a recent one. In 2025, I said Elon Musk would be a massive failure, and I was exactly right on that.
I think a lot of us predicted the inevitable breakup between Musk and Trump.
Not Bill McCoshen.
But now he's mending. They're mending.
That's
they're
what
on
they
the
say. Yeah. Well, he's going to be a trillionaire, so he'll own everybody and everything at some point in the near future.
I hate it.
Trillionaire. What's after a trillionaire? Quadrillionaire? Will that be a reality in 100 years? Probably.
Those will be the people who are living forever.
All the Skynet scenarios are all playing out. We're going to have one company, one person own everything in the world.
Great. Can't wait.
That's a scary prediction. How about that?
I don't like it.
All right, let's make some predictions.
All right. Going into politics. I think, so the less fun one is who's going to be the next Wisconsin governor.
I'll give you a really specific answer. If Tom Tiffany wins the nomination for Republicans and goes up against anybody else but Mandela Barnes, he loses.
You think Francesca Hong can beat Tom Tiffany?
Yeah.
Wow.
But she's not going to be the nominee, so I don't really have to spend much time thinking about that. But if Mandela Barnes is the nominee and Tom Tiffany is the nominee, Tom Tiffany wins. Now, I'm a Josh Schoeman supporter, so I would believe that Josh would be a better candidate. And Josh has, I think, experience that sort of spreads out in a lot of different ways. Local leader, very well-read, super smart. Not that Tom Tiffany isn't, but that would be my guesses on those. It just seems like, again, Democrats are just going to hand this thing to Mandela Barnes. I know it's early. I know there's a lot
I don't think that's true.
I hope it's not true, because that's not how it's supposed to work. And I'm not a Democrat, but it has that feel. He steps away. And then he's a political opportunist. He steps back in, now he's the favorite. Really? Why?
I don't feel confident enough. I feel more. See, this is why I hate this. Because I honestly don't know if I know who's going to win the primary for Democrats. And I feel like it's too early to actually tell. I do think Tom Tiffany will be the Republican candidate, but that's a much easier.
Well, that's good enough.
That's a lot easier. But
that's all you got.
If I have to, no, because I think Jazz should bookmark all of this so we can come back at the end of 2026 and see which ones we got right. So if I have to gun against my head, who's the primary winner for Democrats? I'm going Sarah Rodriguez.
That's a safe bet. A good bet.
I don't know if I totally believe it, but that's an answer.
A very safe bet. How about Supreme Court race?
I think Chris Taylor.
I do too. That seems like a no.
I liked Maria Lazar when she was here.
Yeah, very pleasant.
It just feels like it was such a last minute, oh, wow, Rebecca Bradley's not running. I guess I will step up and run. And I think Chris Taylor has more momentum. I think she's probably fundraised better. And it just seems like there's not going to be as much of a focus for conservatives for that spot as there has been. I think the Supreme Court race will be way less intense than the last two that we've seen here.
All right, midterms. Do Dems take the U.S. House?
Yes.
I say yes. Senate?
I don't think they'll take the Senate, but I don't think they'll lose any seats.
I think the Senate will be 51-49, still Republican control.
Yeah.
Does Epstein, going to that story, which never goes away, stay on everybody's radar for 2026?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think it goes back to what we said yesterday. I think the flooding of all of these documents will keep some people engaged and busy, but because of the energy it's going to take to try to parse through them and actually figure out what's real and what's not real, it's just too much information, and people will start to move on.
I think you threw this one in. Will we be at war at some points? I mean, you mean like boots on the ground war?
Things in Venezuela don't look good.
No, but boots on the ground is different.
Between the strikes in Nigeria, the things that are going on in Venezuela, I think there is a chance that we will be at war at some point next year.
I'm going to say no boots on the ground, but we'll be very active in the places you just mentioned for a lot of obvious reasons. Most of them have to do with mineral resources or oil or other things. Will there be a health care bill in 2026 to sort of address some of the concerns of Democrats, Republicans?
No.
Some of them have. You say no, not at all?
I think even though they're clearly not going to pass the extension for the subsidies, there's also no real, despite going on 2 decades to have an alternative to the Affordable Care Act, I don't think they'll actually come up with a bill.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
I think it's not going to make everybody happy on either side, but I think there'll be some sort of resolution. People are going to be extremely pissed off when they start paying these deductibles.
Because Medicare is going up too. Medicare is going up 10%.
Everything's more expensive. So they're going to be
I should clarify, for outpatient services.
Yes.
Not all across the board, but for things that you don't, Medicare is also going up, but not all of it.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll talk about the economy, the AI, that bubble, what's going to happen there, sports, culture. We're just getting started on our predictions. If you have a prediction, send it our way, 855-616-1620. Point taken, 620 WTMJ.
Start the new year right with Norwalk Furniture, on sale now at Ken Michaels Furniture. Save 35% on showroom pieces that are ready for immediate delivery, or in just 35 days, you can create a look that reflects your unique style with over 850 fabric and leather options and comfort levels, from cuddling to extra firm support. Norwalk Furniture's American roots go back over 102 years. For better quality American-made upholstery, shop the Norwalk Upholstery Sale at any Ken Michaels Furniture locations in Greenfield, Brookfield, or downtown. Better days start with a better night's sleep on a mattress from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in Milwaukee, our mattresses are custom built to your needs. We have all the comfort and firmness options to give you your best night's rest. Buying direct from our factory showrooms will save you up to 50% compared to national brands. Shop today during our New Year's sale at Ken Michaels Furniture for over 75 years of uncompromising quality, local factory direct saving, and your best night's sleep.
The holiday season is here, and the countdown to 2026 has begun at Lake Lawn Resort. With all the holiday stress happening these days, imagine waking up next to a cozy fire in your own private suite along the shoreline of Delavan Lake. Enjoy much-deserved pampering at the award-winning Caladora Spa and special holiday dining options throughout the resort all month long, including at the signature 1878 on the lake. Book your holiday escape today, and don't forget to purchase those last-minute gift cards and receive free bonus money at Lake Lawn Resort, where the spirit of the season comes to life and everything is truly better at the lake.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beep when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Day after day, year after year, the heavy lifting, the repetitive motion, and now your body feels it. Your back, your knees, your quality of life.
At Access Legal, we stand up for people worn down by work.
Workers' comp is our sole focus, and our team has recovered more than $35 million for Wisconsin workers. From sudden accidents to pain that builds over years of hard work, we're dedicated to fighting for the benefits you're entitled to. If you've been worn down by work, contact Axis Legal for a risk-free consultation. Search AXIS Legal today.
Through trusted relationships and national reach, CVS Health is uniquely positioned to simplify care. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
Making our predictions, Kristin Brey. All right, let's go economy. Will the AI bubble burst? I say no.
I say yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's built on air, I think.
It's going to be built on data centers across this state and other places.
But there was a new report that came out yesterday as far as how many they're building that don't even have tenants yet.
Yeah.
They're getting out over their skis.
A little bit. But I think there's such a fascination, and here's why I don't think it's going to burst, is because there's so many CEOs and companies that love the opportunity that AI delivers for them, even if they don't even know fully what it is yet, and they're all investing in it. That's real dollars going to that industry. So I think it may happen at some point in the future. I don't think it's going to happen next year.
Okay.
Will there be a recession?
As like the two, like the criteria
Classic,
being
yeah.
like the classic, yes.
Yeah. I say no.
Okay.
Yeah, I say the ride continues, hopefully for a long time, because the markets are doing fantastic. Let's go to sports, because sports is always fun. Packers, you can go short term, long term, whatever you want.
I don't want to be a downer. I don't think the Packers are going to the Super Bowl.
They're not going to the Super Bowl, but I think they're going to beat the Bears.
Okay.
Or the Eagles, and then we'll see what happens after that. My
Do
prediction.
you think they're getting out of the wild card game?
Yes. And after this season, they will be one of the top 3-4 favorites for a Super Bowl next year with the return of Micah Parsons, Tucker Kraft, a little more experience. I think they're going to be a very,
You think
very.
we keep Malik Willis?
No, and I wish him
You think
well.
we keep Matt LaFleur?
Ooh, that's the next question. Does Matt LaFleur survive?
I think he does.
The only way, let's put it this way. This is a real precise prediction. If they get embarrassed in Minnesota, which could happen because I think they're going to play scrubs, and they get embarrassed in the playoff game, 50-50.
I don't think the Minnesota game matters as much because there's so many injuries and they're saving people for the playoff game. If it's a blowout, I don't think people care as much.
Really? Embarrassed?
What's embarrassed to you?
What happened last Saturday in
Well, that
Green
was
Bay?
embarrassing, yes. But there was more on the line
let's
then.
say a 41-10 loss to Minnesota. Because Minnesota's playing a horrible quarterback, Max Brosmer, who had all of 3 passing yards in last week's game at home.
All right, fair.
Okay. But I think the Packers are going to be a favorite next year. Brewers, successful. They were a Final Four team this year. Brewers in 20.
I think we'll continue to be successful next year.
I'm going to say this. The Brewers go to the World Series next year.
Ooh, that's a big one.
That's a big one. All right, Bucks.
When's the next negotiation happening for MLB?
I think it's after next year.
It's 2027.
That's a huge
I think
one.
I think
Baseball
there's going to be
strike.
another lockout. I think players are sick of the no salary cap and the fact that it's like the Dodgers and everything like that. I think that's brewing for the year after.
All right, Bucks.
I don't think Giannis finishes 2026 in Milwaukee.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
I know that's a depressing one. I think there's a chance. I'm not that chance. I'm going to be bold. I think unfortunately he will move on. He'll demand a trade.
So I'll go short term. I think we've seen a little bit of it because since he's been back, they've won 2 straight games.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're both on the road, but one of them was on the road. It was in Charlotte last night. So they're going to make the playoffs because right now they're not in the playoffs, the scheme of teams. And they will surprise people in the playoffs. They're not going to win the NBA title, but they're going to surprise people. And Giannis will be a Bucks player.
You're more optimistic. I feel like we've switched positions.
All right, we'll take a final break for this hour and the show.
Well, we had a lot to read. There's some good texts that we'll come back and read some of people's texts.
And a little pop culture stuff as well. Maybe a craziest prediction. We'll get that all in before the end of the hour. Hopefully, if not, we'll do it tomorrow on Point Taken at 620 WTMJ.
The 6th annual Hales Corners Hometown Boat Show is back at MW Marine starting January 5th. Check out the newest fishing boats from Lund, Vexus, and Ranger, all powered by Mercury Outboards. Grab a gorgeous 2026 model or save big on remaining 2025 Mercury-powered boats with substantial rebates. So get to MW Marine starting January 5th. Free parking and free admission. Don't miss the Hometown Boat Show at MW Marine, MWMarine.com.
You don't need a massive walk-in to have a beautiful, organized closet.
Tired of wasted space? Or that pile of shoes that's always hiding behind your closet door?
Abracadabra!
Inspired Closets is the expert at doubling or even tripling your storage space instantly.
It's like magic, but better, because it's custom designed for you.
We make it easy and affordable and transform your space regardless of its size or scope.
Get started today at InspiredClosetsMilwaukee.com.
Inspired Closets.
A wife and husband team.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be absolutely incredible. A trip that we're taking next year called Treasures of Egypt. It includes Jordan, Petra, the Dead Sea, a 7-night Nile River cruise on a beautiful boat. It's going to be mystic and magical. It's September 24th, 2026. Stunning world-class itinerary, the Great Pyramids, the Towering Sphinx, that 7-night Nile River cruise, the tombs of Tutankhamun in the Valley of the Kings. It's an amazing itinerary. Let me get you the information. John at WTMJ.com. You send me an email. I send you our beautiful brochure with all the info, including pricing. John at WTMJ.com. Colette Vacations is our leader. They are the best. They'll provide us in top-tier hotels, lots of food, lots of drink, lots of history. Let me take you to the treasures of Egypt, Petra, and the Dead Sea. Send me an email, john at WTMJ.com. JOHN at WTMJ.com. Egypt this September.
We all have one. That junk drawer, old keys, dead batteries, a phone charger from 2008. But somewhere in there are the tools you actually need. They're just buried in the clutter. For many people, their finances look the same way. Scattered, outdated, unproductive. A financial junk drawer. At Annex Wealth Management, we help you clean out that junk drawer. Organize what matters, eliminate what doesn't, and plan with purpose. And we'll do it as a fee-only fiduciary. Start today at AnnexWealth.com. That's Annex Wealth Management.
Shop smarter with Higher Love Cannabis Company in Menominee, Michigan, just a few seconds across the Wisconsin border. Award-winning, organically grown, quality products you can trust. Don't settle for knockoffs in Wisconsin. Get the real deal at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
Tune in to Wisconsin's Midday News with Greg Matzik and Jessica Todd.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan is now a convicted felon. A 12-person jury found Dugan guilty of the felony charge of obstruction for her role in helping an undocumented immigrant avoid ICE agents following a hearing in April.
Every weekday from noon until 3 p.m.
The devil trend on TikTok is a viral challenge, and it's potentially very dangerous.
Only on WTMJ. WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee. From the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Final chance to get your predictions in. There's a couple interesting ones. One of them was they think MAGA is going to finally admit they're wrong.
I don't know how you measure that, because I don't think it's going to happen. I think there could be some people, but I don't know. I think MAGA will continue to split. Yes. I think there'll be continue to people who subscribe to, because I think there already is, as far as I understand, splits between America First and a different kind of MAGA. Like there's like groups that still believe in all of the America First policies versus people who just support Trump no matter what, and that there's divides happening there. This is a big one. Prediction: Mike Johnson will be replaced.
I agree with that.
You agree with that one?
Yeah, he's a weak leader. I know some people think he is the opposite, but I don't agree with them.
Prediction: J.D. Vance will get divorced and marry Erica Kirk. That's a big one.
Probably not.
That's a big one.
It is awkward.
I think he will continue to. It's interesting as far as the rift that is happening inside MAGA right now, especially among the influencers, podcasters, all of that. Which I'm interested to get Bill's take on that on Friday. J.D. Vance has somehow been riding above all of it and not had to answer or take sides, as he obviously is going to run in 2028. So it'll be interesting to see if he continues to kind of be Teflon as far as Teflon Don as well.
Yeah, here's a long-term prediction. He will not be the nominee for Republicans in 2028. Yeah, I don't think so.
Interesting.
I don't think he has the stuff.
Is it that you don't think he will, or that you don't want him to be?
I think he wants to will.
I know. I'm saying for you, is it your desire that he won't be, so that a Republican that you like could be?
No, it has nothing to do with what I think.
Okay.
I would make Nikki Haley a nominee because I think she's the biggest upside for Republicans ever, because she's a woman, and frankly, they've sort of ignored women for too long, and they like to make, this is my opinion, make women more the subservient traditional wife roles. There's still a lot of that, permeating through their culture. Not a fan. That's a pretty opinionated take, but
I know.
I'm going to go with it.
There was another one that I liked.
Healthcare?
Well, this comes from Peter. I like this plan. I've never heard this suggestion before. I think the best long-term plan for healthcare would be to have the feds act as guaranteed reinsurance to the private health insurers for both chronic and catastrophic care and the prudent preventative physicals and screenings. And then the private plans and associated premiums could reflect the much more affordable, manageable care expenses.
You know who said that like 6 years ago live on the radio? Me.
Did you?
Yes, because that's the obvious way you fix this. Why should people get wiped out because they have a chronic or a deadly illness?
Because that becomes a public-private partnership between these health insurers.
Absolutely.
And that they are basically insured for someone who is going through cancer treatments.
Yes, and then everybody else, employers, employees, pick up the stuff that doesn't wipe you out.
Has a politician ever suggested this?
I don't know.
That actually could have some legs?
I said it 6 years ago on my show.
But isn't it that the fact that you don't want the government involved isn't that the
I'm not saying I want the government involved.
But
I want them to be more
efficient.
efficient.
Though.
Yeah.
They would have to the insurers would then thus have to file claims with the government to get reimbursed for massive health care bills.
What's your craziest prediction?
I don't know. I feel like I just said it with thinking that Giannis won't be here by the end of the year.
Here's why I'm going to
have one?
Yes. It's a political one. I believe in 2026, video and or photography will emerge that takes out a major, major political figure in this country related to Epstein. There's no way that he had recording equipment set up on his island and in Manhattan and maybe some other places that they weren't capturing images of some really important people.
So here's a question.
We got to wrap.
It comes out, but does it take the person out? Because we now live in a world where lots of things can be forgiven.
Yes. All right. Big show
we'll be back
tomorrow.
I don't even know what we're going to do tomorrow, but we'll be back.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Oh, Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025.
You've spent a lifetime taking care of others. Now it's your turn to enjoy life